face filters, stories, the exact location of that one guy from that one party for some reason. All of this and more can be found on the internet's my least favorite social media. I should preface this video by saying that this is all conjecture. This is my own personal opinion, except for the part about, them killing 5 people. Other than that, this is all made for comedic purposes. This is all made to just give my take on Snapchat as a company. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't really mean a lot of the things I say, I guess. I'm not an expert. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm incredibly stupid. Everybody hates me. Nobody wants to play with me. Nobody plays trucks with me. Nobody comes outside and plays Snapchat. Baby's first social media / nude sending platform. And I do mean babies. Babies are on this app, and babies are, in fact, sending lewd photographs. Anybody who's anybody knows what Snapchat is, and anybody who's nobody doesn't. It's an app shrouded in dark controversies, weird app features, and even worse story content. I mean, they pay USD to Dream to post Snapchat stories. Hey, if that's your cup of tea, that's you, man. I just want to kill you. This video is just going to be an amateur breakdown of 3 categories that I think Snapchat possesses that I am not a big fan of, with some armchair commentary, some very lazy armchair commentary, and that signature Chaney charm. The 3 categories are going to be the people that use the app, the controversies, and the app just sucking in general. So, without further ado, let's do it.
Chaney.
We all have that one friend that still uses Snapchat, probably because they haven't found out about Zanga yet. Now that friend might be one of 3 things: a child in a man's body, a man in a child's body, or a man trying to get into a child's body. Let me expand. First, a child in a man's body. Somebody who uses the dog face filter, furry, or posts how drunk they are on any given Tuesday, like we care, or a drug dealer. I mean, at this point, listen, if I'm gonna be buying drugs from somebody, first and foremost, okay, solemnly swear, as far as my employer currently is concerned, I do not buy drugs and I do not consume drugs. But if I'm buying drugs, email me, okay? I want to feel like an adult when I'm buying my Kratom in bulk. If you're above the age of 23 and you're still using Snapchat, someone needs to drop a large brick on your head. That's it. You don't need to die or anything. Nothing more violent, just a large brick. Number 2, a man in a child's body. This is somebody who's trying to use Snapchat to pick up as many people as they can, most likely teenage pussy. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. Teenage pussy. This is an app for children. This is not an app for older people. If you're using Snapchat, if you're still asking the question at a bar, yo, do you have Snap? You need to be put on a watch list. You need to be put on the Snapchat watch list. This guy, face right here, this guy will ask for your Snapchat. That's something that needs to be done. Picking up as many chicks as you possibly can with those self-deleting dick pics. Yeah, they go away. Totally. 100%, dude. 100%. Images that you send on Snapchat get deleted. Definitely don't get stored in a database. Definitely didn't have a court case about this where Snapchat had to clarify that they don't actually get deleted. Your dick pics floating out there in a cloud that some guy in Silicon Valley can have access to. Just saying. Better be impressive. It better have some nice lighting. Better look great. Better be not too big, kind of hard, kind of half hard, soft. Dude, I'm not gay, I swear. For somebody who's using the Snap Map to check their crush's location every 20 seconds, if you're doing that, if you're checking somebody's location, especially if it's somebody you have a crush on, that's like full-grown adult pedophile activities, man. You're like hunting people down. You're stalking people. You need to be put in prison. Forget the Snapchat watch list. You need to go to jail. You need to go to jail. You just need to be sent away. Go turn yourself into the local authorities. Be like, sorry, guys, let me be honest. I'll admit, what was it, Trump there? Let me be honest, guys. I'm turning myself in. I admit it. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Or you're number 3, a man trying to get into a child's body, which kind of overlaps with the past 2, kind of. But, I mean, you know who you are. Cameron, if you're a man trying to get into a child's body, this is the app of a predator. I'll be honest with you. It's a predator's app. I don't feel bad saying that whatsoever. Some of you might be saying, but Chaney, I love Snapchat. It's so much fun and it's so awesome. That's what you'd do. You'd also do that. You'd be like, a little like wince thing, like some kind of a wimp. You'd be like, and I hear your takes. I hear what you're saying, and I agree entirely. I rescind everything I've said. Except I don't, because Snapchat fucking sucks. And I'm tired of acting like it doesn't, dude. I'm tired of acting like Snapchat doesn't suck. Everybody already agrees at this point. I'm not creating new information. Nobody likes Snapchat. Employees having unauthorized access to data, revenge porn, and by the way, they don't disappear. The snaps don't disappear. They don't go anywhere, actually. They just get stored in a database. Of course they fucking don't disappear. Are you kidding me? Who believed that shit? Who believed that shit for like I believed that for one day when I was 14 years old when I first downloaded the app. I did not buy that. I knew that somebody was holding on to those information, those pictures, those texts. My ass, they disappear, dude. Who believed that? The worst of the controversies that you can find on Snapchat was one of unfortunately deadly consequence. A lot of people that use the app today, maybe younger users, newer users, wouldn't understand this, but there used to be a filter on the app that would record however fast you were moving on, I'm assuming, some kind of map system, and it would put it in the filter. You take a video or a picture. If you're driving a car, you're in a passenger seat, it could be something like 60 miles per hour, or or if you're like on a plane, it could be going even faster. In concept, it's a fun filter. It's a cute little filter to be like, oh, look how fast I'm going, I guess. But when put in the wrong hands, children's tiny hands, you're kind of begging the question, you're kind of giving them an excuse to go fast, right? You're kind of giving teenagers an excuse to be stupid, an excuse to drive faster or go faster or take a snap where they're going fast as an excuse, kind of encouraging reckless behavior in a way. I understand it's not as direct, but I think it's fair enough to say. It's cute in theory, but extremely dangerous when put in the hands of teenagers. Much like guns, cute in theory, but extremely dangerous when put in the hands of teenagers. Of course, I don't mean to make light of what actually happened. An unfortunate event occurred back in 2016 where two teenagers were driving at 115 miles per hour on an interstate and ended up killing a mother and her two daughters and sending two cousins to critical care. An incredibly unfortunate occurrence, and the only blame can be placed on these two 15-year-olds for being incredibly ill-advised and irresponsible. But there is something to be said, and many critics have stated that they feel like Snapchat kind of enabled something like this to happen. Of course, it's too flimsy of a case to make legally. It's too flimsy of a case to really base anything seriously off of, but I am of the mind that it was probably misguided. And I'm much more of the mind when you look at a lot of the other misguided decisions that Snapchat has made. They posted an ad one time that was like, punch Rihanna or slap Chris Brown. That was a thing they did, by the way. Funny. Yes, it's funny because of how crazy it is. It's so ridiculous. It's very tasteless, but it's very funny that they would do something that silly. All this is to say that Snapchat's a controversial company. You go to their Wikipedia, you can find a whole list of all these different reasons why they're poorly managed or they've made a couple mistakes in the past. But that's not even the biggest of my complaints. My biggest complaint is the shitty app features. Face filters. That's what everybody loved. It was the rage. It was the rage in 2016. Everybody's like, oh, the dog face, look at the tongue, the hot dog dancing meme. That's so f***ing funny, dude. I f***ing love that shit. I ate that shit up when I was in high school. Yeah, when I was a f***ing high schooler. And now I'm a college-age adult. And that shit's not funny to me. Grow up. Grow up. You laugh at a dancing hot dog? Baby. Kidding me, dude? What are you, 3 years younger than me? Baby. The Snap Map's a weird one to me. I don't know who signed off on that one. I don't know how many people were in that board meeting, unless there was one who was like, this is a good idea, let's do it. Because why do I need to know where anybody is ever? Especially Snapchat mutuals. If you need to know where somebody's location is, you can do that on Apple. And you can do it on Life 360 even back in the day. If you need to know where someone is, you can have access to that information. I don't need to know where an old high school adjacent person, not even a friend, they were like a side character, not even a side character in my life. Like, I don't need to know where Catherine is, okay? Like, I don't need to know where Catherine from my algebra class is. And I do. She lives in Boston now with her third boyfriend. I can keep track of all this information, all thanks to Snapchat. Why? I don't know. What do I do with that? What do I do with her location every minute of every day? Haunting stuff. I've never had my location on. Obviously, because I mean the thing was I just had so many, well, the problem with me was different than most people because I had just so many girls coming to me, you know, people. If I had my location on for like an hour, I'd have like 3 girls pull up on me and try to like, you know, make out with me and stuff. Because, you know, I have this effect on women where like they just can't control themselves. Yeah, I don't get it. It's terrible, really. It makes me incredibly unhappy and very upset. The Snapchat paid stories, the sponsored stories, are hell. They're horrendous to witness. The most shameless, cash grabby stories you'll ever see in your fucking life, dude. Why I became black. What? There's all these like incel bait posts. There's all these like Reddit story posts. The shit's just tripe. You know, if you thought that TikTok was bad, at least TikTok you can curate your algorithm. You can find some people that are actually like talented and funny. But on Snapchat, all you get is the worst of the worst. And you get ads in between. You get an ad every 5 seconds. Trying to watch a Reddit story you could go read in 1 minute, and you have to wait 2, 3, 4 to watch a Taco Bell naked chicken chalupa ad. Listen, I get it. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell anyway. You don't have to advertise it to me while I'm watching a Reddit story, okay? I just want to watch. Okay. I want to watch a Reddit story without being advertised to, okay? I understand that's not your fault, Snapchat, but you're paying these daily dopamine. Are you kidding me? How dumb are we getting? What is wrong with this country? I think it's Joe Biden. All in all, Snapchat is a terrible app. That's it. I've got nothing else to say. I think I've said everything I possibly could say. Snapchat just kind of sucks dick, and sorry, not sorry. I guess if you guys like this video, comment, thumbs up. If you guys didn't like this video, comment, thumbs down. Let me know what you thought of the tie. I like this tie. It's an old tie. It's torn apart. Subscribe if you like. Unsubscribe if you don't like. Come to my house at this coordinates. Kill me if you want to. I'd understand. I mean, I'm the one making this video. I know better than everybody else, okay? Have a good one, guys. Volare. Oh, a cantare. Oh, let's fly way up to the clouds, away from the beckoning crowds.